Hello everyone. So today's problem is calculate money in the Leetcode Bank. It's a quite easier problem, but the coding part is a little bit trickier. I have two approaches. I will go through both the approaches. Okay, so let's go with the problem statement. Hercy wants to save money for his first car. He puts some money in the Leetcode Bank every day. So he's depositing some money in the Leetcode Bank and he starts by putting in $1 on Monday. So on Monday, he will put the $1. Every day from Tuesday to Sunday, he will put in $1 more than the day before. So the story is something like that. On the first day of the first week, he will deposit rupees 1, and on the next day, he will deposit 2, then 3, then 4, and so on for that particular week. And in the next week, he will deposit one money more than the last Monday. So I will explain with this given example. Let's see if we have n is 10, then in the first week he will deposit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the second week he will start with 2 because on the last Monday he deposited 1. So he will go on the subsequent days with 1 more rupee, like 2, then 3, then 4. And we have to take out the total, that what will be the total money he will end up depositing after depositing for this given amount of days. Okay, so this is the very basic explanation. I think anyone can understand this. Now let's get into the coding part. So for the coding thing, I'm very simple approach first, that is by taking the while loop. So for that, first I'll take a variable which will be returning after finishing the entire logic. So I will name it as bank total. So this will be the variable which I will be keep on incrementing, or the Hercy will keep depositing, and this bank total will keep on increasing. Okay, so then I have one more, I will take one more variable that will be the week count. Suppose we are in the first week, we'll start with the first week. So initially it will be 1. And then I will have one more variable that will be the day counter. So I will name it as day, and initially it will be 0. Okay, so this is it. Then I will take a while loop, and in this while loop, it will run up till when n is greater than 0. Okay, so there will be our first condition. What will be the first condition? When this day counter is less than 7. Okay, so less than 7 means that he is in the current week only. When he is in the current week, then what will be the total amount he will be depositing for the particular day? So total for a day, I will say as week count, that whatever the week will be, that if it is the first week, then it will be 1 plus the number of day. If he's on the zeroth day, then 0 plus 1, 1. If he's on the second day, then 1 plus 1, that is 2. If he's on the third day, then week count is already 1, then 1 plus 3 will be 1 plus 2 will be 3. So it will be day here. Okay. And then I will be adding this total day to the bank total, because ultimately that will be our answer, right? And I will add this to the, what is that? Total day. Okay. Done. And there's one more thing which we have to do here, day plus plus, that our day has got incremented. Now what will happen when our day will reach equal to the 7? So if day will reach equal to 7, and at that point of time, the first thing that I'll be doing, that is I will increment the week count, that I know that now it's the next week. So week count plus plus. And one more thing, that now our this day counter will start from 0 again, right? And I think this is it for this. or there will be any other condition which I need to take care of. So yeah, now we are done with this thing. And one last thing, we need to decrement the n in every iteration. That's it. We are done with the code and we need to return the total, that is bank total. Okay, bank total. Okay, now let's see whether our code is working or not. Let's try to run this and it is running fine. Let's submit this. And it has got accepted, but it's not a very fast solution. Let's see. It is taking 2 milliseconds and it is just beating 12.86% users for Java. Okay, not happy. Not happy with this approach. I have one more approach. Let's go with that approach. So for that, I need to explain you a little bit of mathematics. And before going into that, I need to cut this entire code. No, okay, no. I will not cut this bank total because I need this anyway, whatever approach I'll be using. But I can delete these things. Fine. Okay. So a bit of explainer here. I think if you have heard about AP, that is arithmetic progression, that how that arithmetic progression is taking place here, that I need to explain. Where is that? Annotate. Okay, I need one pen. Okay, I've got the pen. Fine. So suppose before pen, I will try to explain you with this given example only. I will use pen then. Okay, so here we have given 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 for the first week. Okay, and there is no next week because there are only 3 days remaining. So is there any way we can know that if we have perfect weeks, suppose we have 4 weeks, then we know perfectly that there will be no days left in the end. That is, if we take the modulus of the n, suppose the n is 14, then we have two sets of week. One week that will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. And the second week that will be starting from the 2 and will go till the 8. Okay, so this is well understood. Now I will take that thing, text. Okay, so suppose our n is equals 14, right? If we take the n modulus 7, then we will have 0. So no days left. It means no days, no extra days. All perfect weeks. All perfect weeks. Right? And suppose if I have n more than 14, let's take the example of mm, n equals 20. The example which we have already given here so that we can correlate with this, right? Fine. Let's add one more text box, a bit bigger one. Fine. Now we have n equals 20. If I take the modulus of this, n modulus 7, then we will get what? We will get 6 because 7 2s are 14 and 20 minus 14, that is 6. So n modulus 2 will be 6. So what is this 6? 6 will be the number of extra days. Number of extra days. And we have got something more. We are dividing n by 7. because this is the remainder. And if we are dividing n by 7, then we are getting 2. It means we have 2 perfect weeks and 6 extra days. Okay, so what does this mean? I will write it down for the simplicity. 2 perfect weeks and 6 extra days. Okay, fine. So what to do with these 2 perfect weeks and these 6 extra days? Okay, so the sum for one perfect week is 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, plus 4, 10, plus 5, 15, plus 6, 21, plus 7, 28. So for one perfect week, that first perfect week sum equals 28. Now, this is the part of observation. Now, what is the sum for the second perfect week? Now, logically, if you think, only one is getting increased on every day. So, from the intuition, it should be 28 plus 7, that is 35. Let's check. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 9 plus 5, 14 plus 6, 20 plus 7, 27 plus 8, 35. Right. For the second perfect week, the sum will be 35. So the difference between these two is of 7. So it is forming an AP with the common difference of 7. So suppose if we have 2 perfect weeks, then we have this as the first term. We can say it as A as per the rule of the AP. And this is our common difference, right? And number of terms will be 2. So what is the formula of sum in the AP? Sum of n terms equals n by 2. You can get this formula in Google. 2a, that is 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula. This is the formula for sum of n terms of AP, that is arithmetic progression. Now let's simplify this formula. Divide n by 2 inside this. Okay, so as we will divide this n by 2 inside this, it will become 2. From 2, this 2 will get cancelled. So it will be NA, NA, and plus, and let's multiply this d inside. So dn minus d. And when this n will go here, then n square d, then n square d minus nd. So basically, this will be our formula. No, not this. N square d divide by 2, because this 1 by 2 is also coming. Divide by 2. We need to simplify this. This is all maths. We will, once you understand this, it won't take this much of time. So let's divide this entire equation by 2. So whatever, so that this will become very simply 2an plus n square d minus nd. So now this is double of the sum. This equation is now giving double of sum because we have multiplied this equation with 2. So this is double of sum. This is double of sum of n terms. So fine. Now if we are getting the double of sum, then we need to make it half after doing everything. Fine. So let's keep this in mind, and I will put it somewhere here. so that we can oh no 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 no. Let's go back. Oh, oh, okay. Let it be like this. Let's erase this from here. Hmm. And there is one more thing. Now this is about the perfect weeks. Then what about number of extra days? So that is going to be very simple. Suppose the number of extra days here is 6, right? This. This video is getting a little bit longer, but I think it's worth it. So now number of extra days are 6. So let's say n equals 6. And similarly, this will also form a GP. Sorry, AP, that is arithmetic progression. How? So what will be the first term here? Suppose here we had two perfect weeks. So after two perfect weeks, the third week will start with, it's very logical. Third week will start with the number of week plus 1. So A will be 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. That is going to be 3. I'm explaining it in very layman terms. And there will what will be the common difference? Common difference will be 1 because on the next day you have 4, then on the next day you have 5. And how many terms will be there? That those are 6. So for getting the sum, it is very simple. Uh, I have got A, I have got N, and I have got D. And that is it I need to calculate the total. So let's put these values inside this formula. So 2an, that is 2 into a, that a is 3, into n is 6, okay, plus n square uh, n square d. Sorry, I've written this there wrong. So n square d, n square d, 36 into d, that is 1. So I will write 36 plus, sorry, not plus, now it is minus n into d, the 6 into 1, that is 6. Okay, so this will be 3 to just 6 and 6, 36, 36 plus 36, 72, and 72 minus 6, it will be, or we can say it is 30, and this is 3 to just 6 is a 36 plus 30, and that will be 66. So 66 is coming from this side, and what will is coming from this side? What is the value of a here? A is 28. Okay, 2 into a, that is 2 into 28, into n. What is n? N is 2 because we have two perfect p's, 2an plus, okay, plus n square. What is n square? That is 4. D, what is d? D is 7 into 7, minus what is n? N is 2. And what is d? That is 7 into 7. So what will be the total? Okay, so total will be the 28 into 2, 56, 56 into 2, 102, 102 plus 28, 130, 130 minus 14, 130 minus 14 will be 116. So this is 116, and what was there? It was 66. So 166 plus 100, 116 plus 66, and it is going to be 160. Correct this. It is not 116, it is 126. And when I'll add up 126 and 66, it will be 192. And 192 divided by 2 will be it will be 96. And we can see here that our answer is coming as 96. So this thing is quite done. We have understood it quite well. Now we just have to write one method now. Let's erase each and everything from here, at least this thing, so that we can write our code. Okay. And okay, so there are a few things which I need. First, I need A1. So what will be the A1? That is number of perfect weeks. So number of perfect week will be n divided by 7. N divided by 7. This will be the number of perfect weeks. Then we have, so then we have uh, remaining days. So first I will name it as uh, weeks, perfect weeks. Okay. Then I will have number remaining days. Remaining days. So remaining days will be n modulus 7. Fine. So this is it. Then in these perfect weeks, my sum will start with 28. So and A1 equals 28. We will be applying formula and our common difference will be, so I will write it as D1. So when in the perfect week, our sum will increment by 7 every time. Fine. Okay. And in the remaining days, our first term will be uh, the weeks plus 1, because the perfect weeks, after the perfect week we will start with plus 1. So that was the logic, weeks plus 1, and our common difference will be 1, because there is no problem with that. So that's it. Now the only thing which we have to write is the formula. So let's create a separate method for that. Private int ap sum, and it takes int a, int d, and int n. It takes these three variables a, n, and d, and it returns what? It returns our that formula which we have written here, 2an into n square d minus t. So let's return that. 2an, so in the bracket 2 into a into n, and then plus within a space. Let's take this also inside a bracket, n square, then n into d, and minus nd, minus n and d. Okay, so if this the pace of video is slow, then you can watch this coding part in fast forward in higher speed. And I have made this longer video because I wanted to make this entire thing clear. That's why. So this is done here. And now we can have our someone. So perfect weeks, I will name a variable someone, and I will call this method apsum, and I will pass a1 comma d1 comma number of terms will be weeks. So this will be the sum1, and sum2 will be Once I'll add this here, this is our sum 2, and just need to change these things, D1, D2, and at the place of weeks, we will have remaining days. Okay, fine. So the bank total will be sum 1 plus sum 2. That's it. A lot of space here. Need to remove this. Not looking good. Okay, let's try to. Okay, now we are making a mistake here. Whether we can. Okay, let's see first what is the mistake. It will give the wrong answer to us if we have not made anything compile error, any compile error here. And D, okay. This requires an operator. It doesn't understand our standard maths. Still, it will give us wrong answer. Now see the wrong answer. How much wrong it is. The output is 20 and expected is 10. For the second case, the output is 74, and the expected is 37. Okay. Looks like we are doubling up the answer. The output is 192 and it is 96. So the mistake which we have made here, we haven't divided the entire answer by 2 because we already multiplied it by 2 here. Okay, now try to run this. It is giving accepted. Okay, now let's remove this from here. Fine. Let's try to submit this. And it has got accepted. Now you can see it is taking 0 millisecond, which is earlier it was taking 2 milliseconds, and it was not beating any users with Java. Now it is beating 100% users with Java because it is quite fast, just a mathematical formula, and you have applied a lot of logic maths into it. So that's a great thing. So this is it for this explainer video, and I will come up with more videos. Till then, if you like this video, then like and subscribe to the channel and share with your friends, and request, or you can request in the comment section if you want the explanation for any specific question. I will try to come up with my best. I know the video is quite lengthy, but you can always watch it in the 2x speed, or you can skip it. And if you think this part is explained in more detail, you have already understood it. So that's it from my side. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good day.